3, 2, 1, start. The SEC, a cooperative society engaged in the business of providing credit facilities to its members and making their agricultural procedure, invested the surplus funds in short-term deposits with the banks and in government securities and earned interest thereon. The SEC showed the said interest income under the head income from business, but the assessing officer assessed it as income from other sources under section 56 and held that the assessee would not be entitled to deduction under section 80p2a of the Income Tax Act. The instant appeal filed by the assessee, the question for consideration before the court was whether the interest income earned by the assessee society on surplus funds invested in short-term deposits would qualify for deduction as business income under section 80p2a of the Income Tax Act 1961. Dismissing the appeals, the court held an income which is attributable to any of the activities specified in section 80p2 of the Income Tax Act 1961 would be eligible for deduction. In the instant case, the interest held not eligible for deduction under section 80p2a is not interest received from the business of the society, namely providing credit facilities to its members or making their agricultural procedure. What is sought to be taxed under section 56 of the Act is not the interest income arising on the surplus, which surplus was not required for business purposes and was invested in specified securities as investment. SEC markets the procedure of its members who sell proceeds at time were retained by it. Since the fund created by such retention was not required immediately for business purposes, it was invested in specified securities. Such interest income would come in the category of income from other sources and therefore would be taxable under section 56 of the Act as rightly held by the assessing officer. The word income has been defined under section 224(1) of the Act to include profits and gains. The subsection is an inclusive provision. The Parliament has included specifically business profits into the definition of the word income. Therefore, the court is required to give a precise meaning to the words profits and gains of business mentioned in section 80p2 of the Act. In the instant case, assessee society regularly invests funds not required for business purposes. Interest on such investments which fall within the meaning of the expression profits and gains of business. Stop.